So today we're coming from the northern reaches of Oregon, working our way to the destination we're going to be exploring today. It's another one of the Cascade volcanoes up in the Pacific Northwest. Today we're going to be visiting Mount Hood. There she is right there. It's actually the one I could just barely see from Portland a couple weeks back. Kind of hard to see. It looked a little better in person, but coming to you from Oregon, a little bit east of Portland. Driving on the way up to Mount Hood. I think it's the highest, maybe the second highest peak in Oregon. Definitely a good one. North of 11,000 feet. South of us is Mount Jefferson. Just see it back there. I think so. I don't know. That's like a good 60 miles from here south, but really clear day, so I think we might be in for some pretty good views. Got myself a coffee. Drive up the mountain in the van. Maybe do a little bit of hiking. Maybe if there's someone to ride your bike, I don't know, it might be a little hilly for that, but mostly going to be doing just some general enjoying of the scenery, checking out the mountain, seeing how far up we can get there. Okay, using the All Trails app, scouted out my hike for the day. Looks like there's a pretty good one. Doesn't go up the mountain, but rather just kind of around it for a ways to enjoy some of the views. So I'm not sure I'm up for summiting 11,000 feet today. Nor am I going to be walking to Canada nor Mexico, though it is quite possible on this trail, believe it or not. A little hard to make out, but it is an active ski slope in the distance. We are in the middle of July. It's quite warm all over the state, but here we are, well above the snow line. Got some dirty snow right on the trail even. What we're hiking on now is actually part of the Pacific Crest Trail. That's the one that runs north-south from Mexico, up the west coast, all the way up to Canada. And you can actually hike from Mexico through America to Canada. Can't say that's on my bucket list, a little too ambitious perhaps, but pretty cool that you can actually do that. That's a difficult stretch just to drive, honestly. This is partly the Timberland Trail as well, meets up with the Pacific Crest Trail for a brief while, and this goes around Mount Hood all the way up to Canada. Like I said, we'll be taking it quite that far today. Just want to get a few shots, enjoy some of the scenery, maybe hike till I'm about tired or till my cheap flip-flops give out. Probably a little underprepared, but yeah, I chugged a bunch of water, you know, got it all stored. Did see a few active ski lifts here on the mountain. In fact, actually I passed under one just at the beginning of this hike, but this one not in operation today. Boy, starting to see a lot of tired looking hikers turning around, heading back. It's a little concerning. Most of them look to be at least better prepared than me and quite possibly in better shape. So, I don't know, I'm not going to take it too far. I'm just going to kind of go till I get tired, till I break a flip-flop, right again, or possibly till the bugs get the better of me. Hasn't been too bad so far, but I did not put on bug spray. I didn't even really think of that, so see how it goes. Some of the signs posted on this trail warn you of potential river crossings and things like that. I was actually kind of hoping for one. Right time of year, pretty sure there'd be a nice little flowing creek, possible waterfall action through here, but as you can see, it's dry as a bone. It's too late in the season. I think the breaking point is going to be the bugs. When I've started sweating, they've developed a taste for me. Ooh, wish I'd had it on some spray for sure. Ooh, some of these canyons definitely be a bit tiring. And we are at elevation, but man, that sun is pretty relentless. Oof. Usual to see the river season dry out before the snow season. People are actively skiing and snowboarding right here. There's a lot of these really nice flowers growing this time of year. I don't really know the first thing about botany, so I couldn't tell you what these are, but they are very purple and they are quite everywhere up here. Very pretty. Alright, working our way back toward the parking lot. Ski lift up here. See if we can't get a wave out of someone. Always enjoy doing that. The awkward public wave, a dying art form. Only really see it at theme parks and other places where there's kind of a distance between the two parties attempting the wave, but there we go. There's kind of a social obligation, I feel. I'm gonna test it out on these guys. We are waving. This will be the most awkward wave ever, but I'll take it. Busy day on the slopes. Look like little ants from here. It's just such a weird thing to make sense of. These people are literally in snow gear. I'm down here sweating profusely, so much that the bugs have developed quite liking. Crazy though. What a juxtaposition. Two completely different worlds. And it's fucking July. Shouldn't happen in July. And maybe it's normal to Oregonians. Some other states perhaps. I couldn't tell you, but man, July, like. Just about back to the lodge / parking lot. Snow gear, dude. Crazy. Snow like tractors or plows or something too. I even saw a guy riding a snowmobile, like right in this area. It's like the desert. Okay, just about done here. Back to the van. See, we're in the parking lot. I'll say, rare occurrence. The entire hike, I did not see one single piece of trash. And I love when that happens. It's so rare. California is not the best state for that. Seems like we fucking litter everywhere, but naturally, I did it the honest way. Carried this can with me the entire hike. Now plan to recycle it somewhere here in the parking lot. And I highly recommend you do the same. Well, took some doing, but finally found a GD waterfall. Good Lord, it is definitely the dry season up here. Right off the side of the road even. No hiking required. This is a very welcome change after being dry and dusty all day on that hike. Oh, I gotta get in there. It's cold! Oh, it's really cold. Ah, get me out of it. Oh my God. That is straight up snow melt. It's so warm out. Blown away. Every river I've stepped in up here has been relatively warm and temperate. This one is straight coming off the mountain. It is freezing cold. I bet you could drink it, maybe. Actually, no, don't quote me on that. I'm not gonna, but it's gotta be clean water, right? I like to think. Man, I cannot believe how cold that water is. That's awesome. Would have been nice when I was hiking, sweating, but now that I've been in the car, it cooled off. Whew, my feet are numb. So that's gonna about do it from Mount Hood. It's not it from Oregon though. I do still have a few more stops to make in this state. Got another national park on my list or two, and a few other general shenanigans probably along the way. Just gonna kind of hit whatever's open, whatever looks accessible, and just kind of whenever I'm bored, stop and do some stuff. All right, on to the next one. Thanks for watching.